Okay, Mom. What's up, party people?
What's up, everybody?
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
We are so excited that you are here. Welcome. Yo, the family's kind of been growing a little.
The family has been growing, in Uruje's word, exponentially.
Exponentially.
Okay?
Guys, we love it. Thank you. And
It's
welcome.
wild. Thank you and welcome. We're so excited to have all of you join us. Welcome to the crew, coolest crew around.
You know what else you can do to be a part of the crew? If you want to be a part of the inner crew, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Follow us on Spotify. Give us a nice 5-star rating. It means a lot to us. And make sure you're following us on socials, which a lot of you are, but you guys already know that on Instagram we post a question. And Hina, what was our question of the week?
Whoa. I say this on every episode. I'm like, it was a juicy one. But
Good.
This is something we've been dying to talk about.
Because we've thrown some hints here and there,
There's been a couple hintsies thrown.
but we didn't open the whole can right now.
We didn't open everything yet. So today we're going to open it. We're going to open it. The question was, tell us your craziest stories about your cousins. Okay? And not crazy in a good way. To
No.
clarify.
Yeah.
And when we say people came and were like, I'm going to throw it all out there today. I was waiting. That's what happened. Let's get into it.
And then we also asked people, which side of the cousins are we talking about? Which ones are the evil ones?
Which
the
ones are
moms?
the cray-crays?
Mom side or dad side?
Or both. What was our poll at? Okay. So I think our poll was, okay, I actually thought one side would be way more.
Me too.
Okay. I was kind of shocked that it wasn't the side that I thought. But,
Okay.
So people said 15% mom side.
Okay.
49% dad side. 36% both. Okay. What's your take on that? Accurate or inaccurate?
Not gonna lie, it's pretty accurate. those numbers? Yeah. I agree.
See, like it was a little. I was not sure about those numbers for me. I was like,
It might be the other way around for you.
You know, I have to say that like there are definitely some people on both that you're just like,
Yeah.
questionable.
I also think it depends on how big each side of the family is.
Very true.
The larger the family is on, let's say, your mom's side,
Yeah,
a little crazier your cousins might be. You know what I mean?
that's true. That's true.
So my mom's side, we don't have like a big family on my mom. Like we do, it's okay. It's not
Yeah.
huge, but my dad's side is where all the cousins are.
I have big families on both sides.
Oh.
And not just big, humongous.
Ooh.
Like it's very big.
How many how many cousins do you have?
Oh
Could
my-
you even
I have
count?
so many.
Yeah.
I honestly could not even keep track.
Are they all here?
No.
Okay.
So like not my mom's side, they're kind of like scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
But like there are a lot here too. But my dad's side, majority are here.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure that there's a couple in like the States or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's
I
like,
have a few here,
Yeah.
not that many, but majority of them are in Pakistan.
oh, okay.
For those of you wondering, since everybody out here just wants to know where Uruje has this Punjabi accent from,
Yeah, right?
I'm from Faisalabad in
She's from
Pakistan.
Faisalabad. Get it straight.
Okay.
people.
So if you guys all watched that drama, you know that Dolly Ki Aayegi Barat,
Oh.
what was it? All those that series? You know, there's the one, oh my god, Bushra Ansari. She does the best like Faisalabadi accent. She's like literally, she
I've never
embodies.
seen that.
It's such a funny drama, okay? But she
Okay.
literally embodies like what a Faisalabadi woman is. It's jokes, okay?
What is a Faisalabadi woman?
I don't know,
Tell
just
us.
like the way she
Tell us,
talks, it's like
please.
her funny like demeanor, her like style, her way of like just dakhal andazing and everything. You know what I mean? So, anyways, for those of you who have a problem with my Punjabi accent, I get it because I'm basically Punjabi.
But can I say something? What is the pressing matter about us having a little bit of an accent?
I don't know.
I don't understand that.
don't know.
Because I'm just like, are we here judging other people's English accents? Because we could do that.
We could. We live
We
in
don't.
Brampton.
But we don't. But we don't. Okay? We don't judge y'all. We're all about the love. Okay?
Just appreciate it. Appreciate that we know the
Appreciate-
language. Fam.
Yes. Okay? We could also be like, we don't even know how to say anything.
Mujhe thori
Tori C.
Totally random. Okay, I'm going on a tangent now.
I love it though.
There's this guy on TikTok, Chadruk Khan.
Oh my God.
He's so funny. Okay,
so funny.
Jokes.
Oh my God.
I don't even know if I'm saying his like handle right, but when he comes on my For You, let me tell you the amount of times I watch his videos over and over again because the accent kills me. He is so funny. Anyways,
There's a lot of people like that on TikTok.
I know.
It's so funny.
They're so jokes.
It's so funny. Okay, so we're gonna get into it.
Let's get into it.
So we are gonna read out a bunch of scenarios. We do this a lot, but it's like the funniest. 'Cause
It is.
You know what we say about the public. Y'all are hilarious.
You guys are the funniest people on the planet.
100%. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
We're not even that funny. We just regurgitate your stories.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one.
Oh God. I'm already laughing.
My mamani came from Pakistan and was living with us for a few months. She used to beat her kids up, and I told her, "This is Canada. You can't do that kind of stuff. Your child services will get you." She got mad at me and later told my mom she got a call from child services. That she said she's saying that I called and complained to them that she's beating up her kids when I never called. She said it just to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
Saying it.
Hold on. Did you tell your cousins to call?
Whoa.
What's the story? Because how did CES call? I
Maybe
need
they
to know.
overheard. Or did CES even call? She was just like, let me get you in trouble real quick. Give me all.
for interfering in my business.
She was like, I want to beat my kids. Let me beat them in peace. How dare you say you're going to call CES? How dare you?
You know what's so funny? Like, we come from the generation and the culture where like the beating up was normal.
Yeah, we're laughing about it, and other people are probably like, "Oh my god, this is so traumatic."
How dare
Don't get me
you?
wrong. Like, we do not promote this stuff. We do, but like looking back, it is funny though.
It's fun. We laugh at our own trauma.
We laugh at our own stuff, and honestly speaking, it's not because we think we're not condoning. Like I said again, we're not condoning. It's just the hilariousness of what we've been through. You
It's
gotta
just
laugh
so
at
funny.
your own trauma.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Exactly.
You gotta laugh at
gotta.
I just laugh
You
at my
got
own trauma.
to.
Honestly, I was just one of those kids. I feel like sometimes my mom just needed to give it to me too.
She's like, I can't do anything else. I just
Yeah.
need to give you one.
It's all right, guys. Aruj self-reflects, okay?
I'm dying. Okay. So, your turn. You go.
Okay. Yo, this one. My now ex-husband cheated on me with my cousin.
My now ex-husband cheated on me with my cousin.
First of all, thank God you said ex.
Ain't that the truth?
Because gross.
Yeah. Wait, so he cheated on her with her cousin?
Her cousin.
Oh, he cheated on her with her cousin. Oh.
And now they're not.
It took me a moment. Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Guys, how's it going?
Okay, but what's the like family dynamic now?
There is no family dynamic.
Yo.
It ended that day.
Yo, for real.
The family got snipped and cut off.
Also, is this
That was
cousin from
it.
your dad's side?
Add that in. You didn't tell us which side it was. You didn't explain it in detail.
Oh my God, that's disgusting though. You know what?
Yeah.
This cousin, like falling in love with multiple cousin business, I've actually heard a lot of this. This is common.
Yeah, but why is it common?
I know it's
Right,
gross.
right?
It should not be.
No, but it's common because it's like parents. Remember we talked about this?
Yeah.
That parents putting it in like your cousin's mind that like, oh yeah, when you grow older, you guys are gonna get married.
Yeah.
What type of
Targaryen BS is this?
y'all? Come on, you know we're Game of Thrones fans.
Some
Let's
Game
throw
of
it out
Thrones in there,
there.
you know what I mean?
Let's
Some
throw it
bloodline
out
stuff
there.
right here.
Exactly. Okay. This is a good one. Cousins overseas being my ops by snitching or sharing to my parents about what I post on social. Legit screenshots. Blocked for good. Only met them about 3 times in my life. Only added them because they seemed lightweight cool every time. They knew our parents didn't allow social media, but they used theirs to spy on us. Shady AF. Yo. Okay. We gotta talk about this.
Listen,
one.
cousins are the real ops.
Cousins are the real ops. Okay, how many times have you been through a situation where you're like, I know this my cousin that's following me is shady.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. When I first created Facebook, the whole family was blocked. I'm sorry if you guys are watching this. I apologize, but the whole family
I'm not
was blocked.
apologizing. I'm
Because
not.
In the beginning, I wasn't. First of all, we were just learning like how social media even.
Yeah.
works,
Totally.
Okay. And then originally I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna post stuff, or I don't want them to know, even if it was little things like me watching Grey's Anatomy or something, or like, you know, because even Grey's Anatomy, let's say, is not an appropriate show according to my cousins.
Oh, good Lord. Seriously?
So I had like all my family blocked.
You're laughing about it, but girl, I still do that.
Oh yeah,
I do that on purpose. But you want to know why I do that? I just feel like there's like people that are chill.
Yeah.
And then there's people that are fake chill.
Ooh,
Y'all know who you are.
Those are the worst.
I'm looking right at you. There's people that are fake chill. And then there's people that like, oh, this is a good segue. Okay. Have you ever experienced cousins creating fake accounts to follow you and look at your stuff?
Yes.
Because I've experienced it, girl. It's wild.
It's wild.
Why?
They just need to know.
I don't have that time on
And I
my
had a
plate.
lot of this happen to me when I was getting married.
Stop.
Yeah,
it.
because everybody wanted to. Obviously, they're sitting in Pakistan. They weren't here, and they just wanted to like see the pictures and like
my
who
God.
is she marrying and what is she wearing and who was at the event and how big did they do it, and it was all about the like.
What's with the nosiness?
They just need to know.
I've never understood that.
Like, yo, cousins are just, there's so, you know what it is? There's so much competition within cousins. And if you aren't really, really close with them,
Yeah.
like I find that the distance helps
I think the distance helps with certain cousins.
with certain cousins.
Yeah.
But if you are like, let's say if they were all here and
Yeah.
we had to like meet every Eid,
Yeah.
of course we're going to fight over who has the best Eid suit.
No, like I get those things, but honestly speaking, for me, I'm not gonna lie, Uruje. Like it's more the shadiness for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care about that aspect of it as
Yeah.
much as I care about like what is the need to be that way?
They just, because they want to be your friend.
That's the
They
thing.
want to be your friend.
That's the
but
thing.
only surface level. Because on the
Oh my
inside,
God.
they
Oh my
want to
God.
rat you out. They want to make sure everybody knows your business.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on top of that, they have to look like they're the better cousin.
This has to be a collective experience.
This has to be a collective.
Has to be
This
a
is-
collective
this is what
experience.
cousins do.
But then sometimes I'm sitting here like, yo, you're not even on my radar. Like I never think about you. Like
Facts.
I actually don't think about you. But the amount of times I see people, you know, sometimes you go on your story and you're just like, you're just perusing, okay? So you're perusing and you're like this rando, this rando, this rando. And like sometimes it's like bare men that are like not even your first cousins. They're like your third, fourth, fifth cousin, once, twice removed. And you're just like, bro, why are you watching my story? Like focus on your life. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're so icked out. I'm so icked out.
It is. It's an ick.
I'm so icked out by it because I'm just like, y'all need something better to do. Need something better to do.
I used to have, and I actually don't even know who this is. I guess I'll just share the story. Back in the day when we had MSN, I used to have somebody like who made some fake email or whatever, and then they came on and chatted with me. They were like, "Oh, I'm gonna send your dad your like history of chats or something like that." And I was like, "Who is this?" I
Okay.
never found out who it was to this day because you know with MSN it was different, and I was so young. It's not like I knew how to like.
Oh,
Did we even have? Could you even stalk people on MSN?
I don't even think you could,
don't
but like
even
the
know.
fact that somebody went to that link.
Yeah. And I'm out here like block, delete. And I was like, how do people have access to histories?
Okay,
like
but
this was
then-
all so new. I didn't even know how any of this
Yeah.
worked. But
But then this is why we block y'all.
yeah,
Because you pull shady stunts.
this is why we have 2 Facebook's account.
Right?
I got one for my family.
Girl, I have the funniest story related
I'm
to
joking.
this.
I don't know.
I have the funniest story related to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think people are hella dumb. Okay, so like I once had somebody add me on Snapchat.
Okay.
What they didn't know is when their number is saved on your phone.
Yeah.
And they create a new Snapchat account. Snapchat will tell you like person has created a new account with this name.
No way.
I swear. Now, I don't know if it's like that now.
Yo, snap.
But they did that. Okay. So then they added me with this fake account, guys. They added me with this fake account. And I'm sitting there, like, it was so funny because I was actually on a trip with some of my friends. And
Yeah.
my friends, like, some of them know they're going to die laughing at this. And I'm sitting there, and my sister and I were cracking up. We're like, how dumb are you? Like,
Oh
for
my.
real. Okay. So I'm sitting there looking at this account, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm messaging. I'm messaging that account.
Yeah,
Let's see
yeah.
what they say, right? Because I'm like, I already know who you are. Don't be sneaky, okay? So I like message this account. I'm like, hi, who's this? Left me on red, and I'm like, because you know what you're doing is shady, okay? And now I'm sitting here and I'm just like, these are the same people that are so nice to your face.
Oh, for real.
So nice, and you know behind your back all they do is talk smack. It's so disgusting. And sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna keep this. This is my receipt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this
Yeah.
for future references. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
For me, it's also just like the cousin competition. I think it's
Yeah.
growing up. I hold a lot of I would say like trauma or just like sadness with it, because I grew up with a lot of that cousin competition.
Yeah.
Like we always felt like we had to do better and be better because we weren't in Pakistan, we were here.
Wow, that makes
right? So we
sense.
always had to feel like we had to prove that just because we're sitting in Canada, I've mentioned this before,
Yeah.
that we're carrying all the values, the religions, the traditions,
Yeah,
and all of these
exactly,
things, the
exactly.
language, the khane pine, the taur tarike,
Yeah.
that we have all of that, right? But then they could get away with murder
Yeah, right?
and nobody would say a thing.
Ain't that the truth?
And so you're sitting there with this animosity and frustration with your cousins, even though you kind of I wish I was friends with them.
Yeah.
I wish it was like a nice friendship that you
Thank
could just
you.
like get together and talk smack
Thank
about
you.
your parents and be like, yo, this
Honestly-
whole khandan is a little woo. But we can't do that because they're always that competition, that underlying competition will always be there. And so I can never trust them.
Wow, what you said is so accurate.
You know what I mean?
It's so accurate. Do you think it's also because maybe, and it's not just cousins from Pakistan, okay? But I'm saying, do you think sometimes it's also because maybe certain cousins, even if they live in Western countries, their values and the way that they've been raised up is different. And so they almost look at you in a jealous way that like, why do you get to do what you get to do and we don't get to do that?
That's true,
Right?
too. Yep.
Sometimes I feel like it's that. And I also feel like it makes them feel better when they say negative things about you.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like, well, we are so much more culturally in tune. We are so much better. We are like so much more like modest and like look at how they dress and look at what they wear. It's a lot of that too. Where sometimes you're just like, you wear whatever you want. You could walk out nungi and I'd be fine. Go do what you want to do. I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
But the judgment on the flip side is so judgy.
It's so judgy. You know what it is? Unfortunately, it also passes down to now that we all have kids.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what is your kid doing?
Right?
You know what another big one was?
What?
Oh, she has boys. Oh, but I only have girls. Oh, but she has girls.
What?
Yeah, that thing is still really real. I'm going to say it, and I know I might get some heat for it, but that's really real in the South
Wow.
Asian community. This boy girl thing has not disappeared, just like colorism has not disappeared. We've said this before. But this whole thing of like having to give birth to a son.
Oh my God.
And it's like, oh, I've had a couple of people even come up to me being like, you're so lucky.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I mean, you are lucky to have healthy kids. Don't get me wrong.
Healthy kids, people.
Yeah. But
Healthy kids. It's
gender-wise,
not-
like, come on
gender-wise,
now.
let's not. And you guys don't even know, like, how I'd yearn for a daughter. You don't know.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
Because I am a daughter and I have this amazing relationship with my mom. And to me, I would only wish that I could maybe have a bit of that with my sons, but I kind of know their relationship is different.
Yo, thanks for sharing that.
You know?
You're like really being vulnerable. I love that.
Yeah, but honestly, cousins are just out here being like, oh, look at her. Like, she has all boys.
But,
And
Uruje, that's the thing, right? Everybody looks at their own cup as half
Yes.
empty and other people's cup as half full.
yes.
When they don't know the inside scoop. Okay?
Exactly.
I also have to say that like there are certain cousins, like I'm also, when you said like, I wish I could have a cool relationship with you.
Yeah.
There are times when like my sisters and I and my brother, like we've actually genuinely been like, we have cousins that are amazing too, okay? And we're so close to them. But then you have cousins where you're like, you have made so many efforts to be nice to these people. Like you've invited them to personal events of yours. You invited them to like pre-wedding events. And like you're doing this because you're like, oh, maybe they've changed. Maybe I can like have a good time with you and you'll be cool rather than being this, okay? And like you literally are like, I want to actually have a great relationship with you. And then what do? They stab you in the back again and again and again. Like sometimes I'm sitting there like, why do make the effort? Why do
we even try?
Why make the effort?
Why are we always asked to be the better person?
That's my thing. And I'm like, I'm fine, Tika, like fine, be the better person. But it's just like, yo, reciprocate the damn energy.
Yeah. And just, we're old and we're adults now.
Right.
Act like it.
Why are y'all so pressed?
Yeah. And when you're kids or whatever, fine. You want to get jealous because like one of your cousins got a pair of Nikes and you want the same. Fine. You're being a kid. But now that we're adults,
Oh,
why are we still having that same hissy fit?
That's the thing with me too, where I'm just like I said, I don't have the energy anymore.
Yeah.
If you want to be that way, go be that way. But don't expect me to give you any energy.
And then drag you down with him.
Yeah. Like I'm not going to be the one that's like, oh yeah, come to my house. Oh, do this. I don't want to spend time with you. Why? Why would I drain myself to be put in a position where you're going to be fake to my face and then talk about me behind my back? Why would I do that?
Yo.
I'm good.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you.
I'll live my happy life with my cup of chai and that's it. I don't need all of that.
But to this specific scenario, I'll still be blocking randos. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You don't get to just say and do and be what you want with no repercussion. Sorry.
Also see an insight into my life and then not tell anything about yours.
Oh my God.
That also
Girl, that's a whole other topic.
that makes me so upset. Like, you want to come in here and ask me every bitchy detail.
Itchy bitchy. If there was a word for today.
There's so many words for it. Min mein khiyan nikalna, like bal mein khan nikalna. I don't know. My mom has all the words, okay? But like this itchy bitchiness, you want to know everything about my life, and then when I ask her, you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Silence.
Other people going through this is just a collective experience.
I hope so, yo. Somebody message down here under this YouTube video and tell me.
No, but
tell
like,
me that this is collective.
Okay, can I be real with you? If you told a person that has no, like let's say you just talked to a random person and you told them that your cousins pulled these stuff.
Yeah.
I honestly think they'd be like, what? What in the world?
For real.
That's so toxic.
Yeah.
Like, why are you surrounding yourself with people like this?
Yeah.
And honest to God, when I say I'm not bothered,
Yeah.
in the sense that like, I don't have the time to reciprocate that energy back to you and be that way to you.
Right.
I have so many other things I'm doing.
Facts.
You're not in my radar. Like, it's just crazy that people are like that. And that's why they get blocked.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to bring any positive energy.
Exactly.
You believe in Nazar. They're the ones that can Nazar you, girl.
Facts. Yo, cousins plus Nazar.
They're the nuzzins, okay? The damn nuzzins. Coin that phrase. Okay.
Yo, listen. I gotta talk about one more thing. Cousins at weddings.
Drop the damn mic. Drop the mic.
Should we just end the episode, people? Should we just end the episode? Like, this is gonna go on a
what the
next
heck?
Okay Mom rant. Why is it so serious?
Why is there so much drama?
Why are we being so dramatic, sensitive on everything that's happening at a wedding?
Every tiny thing.
इसने मुझे
Honestly.
पूछा नहीं, मेरे साथ तस्वीर नहीं खिंचवाई, मैं entrance में नहीं थी.
Or like, we weren't allowed to do this at our wedding. Why is she allowed to do this at her wedding?
Oh, look, she tried to copy my lehenga style. Oh, look, these were my mehendi colors. Bro, you got married 12 years ago. They were not your mehendi
The
colors.
mehndi colors are the same yellow damn freaking color everybody wears. Okay, calm down. But it's a lot of that.
It's a
lot
lot.
of like competition.
So
Where you're
much.
just like, but sometimes I'm like, I'm not even competing with you. Like, I'm just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
I guess you think I'm competing or you're competing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like it actually like throws me off a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like I actually think when I really look into it, I feel like there's certain people that genuinely they don't have anything better to. They're so viliant. Like I'm just gonna sit at home. I have nothing to do in my life. Okay. Like now all I can do is I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna gossip about my cousins and I'm gonna like analyze, reanalyze, overanalyze everything just so I can tear somebody down to make myself feel better.
For real.
Keep doing it. Please enjoy the rest of your life. I'm gonna do me, honestly.
That's right,
I'm not
girl.
gonna-
That's right.
You know what Drake says? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing me. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
You guys, hit up quoted Drake. Woo!
I'm
I
dying.
feel like my entire mission for this podcast has been achieved. You quoted Drake.
I quoted Drake.
Let's end the episode.
I don't know how it happened, but it did.
That's right.
It did. She's rubbing off on me a little bit.
I love it. I love it.
Okay,
All right.
go.
Oh my God.
Oh, what? You have some crazy ones.
I found out my cousin had an affair with her boyfriend for 2 years.
Found out my cousin. Like, I'm just trying to figure out this relationship situation.
My cousin
had an affair with her boyfriend.
boyfriend after 2 years. But who had an affair with who?
Wait, I'm confused.
She cheated on her?
But was your cousin married? It's not
It's
really
weird.
like, clear.
This person sent us a second one.
Yeah.
I found out my cousin is marrying a 30-something-year-old this summer, and she's 22.
Okay, that to me is not a big deal.
And then
The age-wise thing, I think that's all like personal choice.
so a lot of people I feel like find age triggering.
Do they?
We've had a few people
would say
DM us
if
about
it's,
stuff
like,
like this.
significantly younger.
Yeah.
Then I'm like in the sense of like the guy's younger than the girl.
Yeah.
But I feel like if the guy's older, because I feel like women mature like quicker.
Yeah.
I don't see it as a huge deal unless it's like, she's like 20 and he's like 70. Like then I'm like, whoa, calm down. But then I'd be like, sure,
you go,
you
baby.
do what you want to do. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. But like this situation, 22 and 30.
22 and 30.
That to me is not a big deal. That to me is not a big deal.
I don't know. Age doesn't bother me.
Age doesn't bother me
I really
either.
do feel like it's so subjective to the couple.
Yeah, I
that
agree.
It's not something that I really.
I agree too. And I think everyone is different with those things. And like sometimes you mesh with somebody really well.
Yeah.
But like I know people that have married someone younger than them, but they have such great chemistry and they have a great connection.
Yep.
So that to me is like, it's not a big deal.
I know a lot of people who actually married men that are older and their relationship's great.
Yeah.
So I don't think my cousin is married with kids, but still has the hots for my brother.
Yo. Okay.
But how do you know?
We need a bigger box for these damn questions.
Listen. So does she come over and like, what's the deal? How do you know she still has the hots for your brother?
You got to give us some more than that.
Yeah. I need the scoop.
We need the scoopy scoop. Like what?
Let's say she came over. She has kids. Okay, she comes over with her kids and the brother's in the kitchen. Like, what is she doing?
Okay, but see, then it's like, what if it's not the hots? What if you're just super close with your cousins? I'm not gonna lie. I have cousins, like honestly speaking, I have guy cousins that I'm actually genuinely very close to.
Okay.
Like very close. They're all younger.
But maybe they had like a little bit of a love affair before, but they didn't end up getting married.
Maybe it was the same situation of like, तुम मेरे बेटे के साथ शादी कर रही हो.
They got mystified right at the beginning.
At birth. In the womb.
While
Okay, so like that could be it. That could be it. Yeah, that could be it.
That could be it.
But then I also think, look, in that situation, that seed could have been planted in someone's head too, right?
Yeah,
where it's like, oh, well, maybe they do have something going on, but it could also be that there is something.
Yeah.
There's something there.
I think there's something
But then
there.
I'm like, yo, if there was something there, you should have just went for it. Like, why did you end up getting married and having kids? Oh.
Maybe the brother was like, ew, I don't want to be married.
Yeah, I never thought about that. That's true.
The guy's some credit too.
I thought it was like, they're both in love, but they could never be together.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. My cousin wore her exact wedding outfit to my wedding. Jhumar, tikka, everything. It was so bad that the photographer actually asked me if there was 2 weddings happening at the same time. He saw another bride walking. She wore her red lehenga while my ass kept it modern and light colors. Worst part, she did the same thing at my walima. My bridesmaids are hella pissed for me. They still tell me about this years later. LOL.
Wow.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay, look, I am only under one condition. Am I okay with somebody re-wearing their bridal outfit? And I would say if it's your sibling getting married.
Yeah, I think that's
I
fair.
think that's the only time where I can say it's okay if you want to wear your wedding outfit. And even then, I don't recommend wearing the whole thing.
Yeah, you go tone it down a little bit.
Anyways, I think it's only okay if you wear it like for your own sibling's wedding.
Okay, so this is my thought on it. I'm like, look, when you get a wedding dress made, you know you're never going to wear that thing again, right? Yeah. So like some people, what they do is they'll take the lehenga out and they'll wear like pants or like trousers, or they'll get like something else made with it. And I think like if you're going to wear it, right, and it's like a family event, like then do that. You don't got to be like, I'm here wearing my bridal lehenga. Like, y'all simmer down, okay?
Also, like, we don't need to be the narcissistic cousin right now.
Mm-hmm. We don't need to be that.
It ain't about you, girl.
It ain't about you. That's what I'm saying. Listen, if the photographer is getting confused,
hello.
Yeah.
Photographer's like, मैं किसकी तस्वीर लूं?
But then I'm also like, okay, maybe her intention was not that. I still say maybe it wasn't, because we don't know what her intention was. But I would still say, listen, if you were like, if you really had to do it, okay? If you were like, nahi maine yahi pehna hai, shaadi and walima maine yahi pehna hai, okay, that's fine, theek hai, okay? But then tone it down, yo. Like,
or if like, don't do it on both days.
And like, did you really need?
To chhod do.
And did you really need the jhumar and the tikka? You needed both. Come on.
Like my sister wore her Valima outfit to my shadi day, but
that's different.
That's different.
That's
Because
different.
again, like I say, I think for siblings, and I think when it's my brother's turn to get married, I'd probably wear one of my outfits on one of the days, but I would do what you're saying, where like I would wear the shirt and like maybe get a new pants or something with it.
I also think that like that is so different when it's a sibling wedding.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like my sister wore hers and it looked so good, but she didn't wear it like she was the bride.
Yeah.
She looked like she was the sister of the bride.
But like, I just want to know, does she have the dupatta covering her head? Because then shots fired. Shots fired. Gloves are off. Okay. Listen, you're not invited. Get out. Bye. Don't do that thing to me. You're gonna walk in. You might as well put an entrance song on at that point.
You gotta walk into the sauce.
Or like just walk in together. At that point, walk in together.
Forget your husband. Just walk in with your cousin.
Okay, that's so out of line. That's out of line. I know it's not a big deal to some that's like, oh, well, when are you gonna wear the outfit? But like, there's a way to like rewear the outfit.
Yeah, and like this is just what I mean. I just feel like there's just so much of that like
competitiveness.
Yeah, with cousins.
Like it's not about you when you're
always
ready.
feel like your cousin is trying to be in the spotlight. Like,
one
can
up you.
I have a day?
Yeah, exactly.
Can I have a moment?
Exactly. I agree.
And I know that there are a lot of cousins who basically like end up not sharing what they're wearing and their like entrance songs and all of these things, where they got their jewelry from or whatever, because they're like, I'm gonna do it, and this person is gonna show up in the exact same outfit.
But you know what? I feel like I am like that in general, where it's like if it was a special day for me, like if it was my wedding, I would share those things with my siblings, but I want it to be a surprise for everybody else.
Yeah,
like
same.
I want to have a moment.
I was like,
and you're so like, why aren't you allowed to have that?
Yeah.
Like what triggers me is the cousins are like, well, you didn't show me your outfit. Why? And I'm just like, are you serious?
And they get so angry.
Triggered. Yeah. And you're just like, I don't want to
share nothing with you.
I don't want to share. But I understand when you have like a very close relationship. Like, for example, I also know people that are like, they're one sibling.
Yeah.
They're like an only daughter. Okay. And they don't have anybody else, but they're super tight with their cousins.
Yeah.
And they're actually like, my cousin's like my sister. Right. And in those situations, you share those things. And that's amazing. But like, we're talking about the shadies.
So my cousin had an affair with my other cousin. Okay, cool. Guys,
There's a lot of
we go a lot of cousin affairs, okay?
happening.
It didn't work out with them. So then that same male cousin married another one of our cousins. And now they have 3 kids together.
Y'all, the family is gone. There's no family. Are they even cousins at this point? Like,
yo, this Targaryen BS needs to stop. It's so excessive in our community, man.
It's a lot. But you know what? Look, remember we talked about this and I said in certain situations, I think it works.
Yeah.
If you have a good connection, I'm like, all right, y'all, it works because you know the families.
Yeah.
But then when it's something like this, it's like crazy because like there's just so much toxicity in that now.
So here's my other thing with this situation. Like, let's say you know that 1 or 2 of your cousins are like having an affair. That means the whole family knows. Let's be real.
Means the whole family knows.
Like,
And
it may not be explicitly said.
Yeah.
But low-key, everybody's like, oh, they look like they kind of got a thing. And then they don't work out.
Yeah. And then it like makes everything awkward for everybody.
And then he just up and marries another cousin?
Yo, what would happen at family events?
Yo, for real.
Somebody's not getting invited. I don't know who it is, but somebody's not getting invited.
Yo, I'd be questioning whose kids are who.
Uruje's pulling up with a DNA test.
Let me just get a prick of that hair. Let me get an eyelash here.
Saliva sample.
Yo, I take the chai mugs. I'll grab the lipstick stains.
Yo, you thought this through though. Whoa.
I need to find out. I need the deets.
What do you think about those those cousins who like take pictures with you and then they like send your pictures to like everybody else?
I don't like that.
I hate that.
I don't like that at all. You know why?
Take a picture with me and then I'm going to send it to the entire world.
Why? First of all, why are you sending a picture to the entire...
I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand either.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like people take pictures just because they want to look back and be like, oh my God, why is she wearing that? Why does she look like that? She's gained a lot of weight. I think sometimes people do that because I ain't ever seen those pictures.
Never.
I never got those pictures in my
Everybody else saw it because your cousin circulated that picture everywhere.
It's like, oh yeah, I saw your picture from the wedding. This wedding, and I'm like, what picture?
How did you even know I was there?
That's what I'm saying. It's like really awkward. But that I think goes back to the whole point of like how they do things in such a sneaky way where you're just like, what's the need? 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I don't go up to someone to ask for a picture unless like it's like my best friend.
Yeah.
A really good friend.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to share it with them, or
Yeah.
like a cousin that I'm super close with.
Yeah.
And like majority of the time I'm just like hands off.
No.
I'm very much the type where I'm like, I don't need excessive pictures with you.
I don't like the prying.
I don't like the prying either.
I don't like the prying. I don't like the like always you feel the need to like know and understand my business.
You know what? Speaking on that point,
Yeah.
it's also how they pry.
Yeah.
Where it's like they try really hard to be the sweetest and nicest to you.
Exactly.
Like if they come to your house, it's like they will butter you up like a croissant. Okay? And then once they scurry on home, oh my goodness. You know,
we had this conversation where we were talking about sometimes when you're driving home and you're just like, why did I tell them that? I feel like you have those conversations when you end up meeting up with some cousins and you're like, oh, why did I do that?
and it's also like, you know what, so like, when for me, it's like I pick up on the vibes of people.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're like that too. And all of us are like that, where you have a gut feeling and you're just like, I don't really know how much I would want to share about with you. It's also because of what you see, how they interact with other people.
Yeah.
Like they need to sit down and gossip about everything and everyone. And you're immediately like, that's not my personality. Like I can't be in that situation with you because I know y'all are talking about me too.
Yeah.
And so like once you figure that out, you're kind of just like, how do I approach this in a way where I'm still not being an a-hole? Because you know they're related to like either your mom or dad's side.
Yeah.
And you know that either your mom or dad are going to find out.
You know what my question is?
Yeah.
When our mom and dads come back and say that to us, do you think their mom and dads say that to them?
That's my thing.
Because I swear, we always hear it.
We always hear
I
it.
always hear it like, Aruj, be the better person. Aruj, don't say
the better
this. Don't
person.
do that.
But that's
in
the thing.
my mind, I'm like, yo, but y'all, did you talk to the cousins?
Remember I said Audacity's been on sale this year? It's been on sale. Clearance, okay? Audacity's on clearance, okay? And let me tell you, these people have been the audacity, okay?
I just don't get like why do we always have to keep the peace?
Why? I think we try to protect our parents from it because we're just like, we don't want to be like catty and like all that. So we don't say anything.
I do have to say, I did like that when I was growing up, my cousins weren't here.
Oh, that's a nice feeling.
Yeah, because I just felt like
depending on the cousins you have, like some of my cousins that are here, I'm like, I love you guys so much. And some of them I'm like, why are you here?
yeah, and like I remember when I would go back to Pakistan, it was like you'd only be there for a short period of time. So like the drama would be there. I'm not gonna lie.
But you know you're flying on over back to Canada.
But then we'd come back and I'd be like, okay, at least I can just be in the comfort of my own home without any of that interference.
Yeah. That's
so I think the distance like really helped or whatever. But we've also had incidences where like, growing up, like we weren't allowed to wear sleeveless and stuff, right? But let's say you have like a kameez and on the sleeve there's like a little cutout or something.
Oh my God. Y'all gotta be
the way we'd get in trouble for stuff like that.
That's what I was saying.
And it's because your cousin went and told your dad or told someone. And guess what? My dad was sitting here in Canada calling my mom being like, I heard Aruj and Sidra are wearing X, Y, and Z. And we're like,
girl, can we talk about that? The overseas calls that your parents get? What? Why?
Do you know how many times we'd be in Pakistan and we'd get calls from my dad? But third, X, Y, and don't do the I heard this. And me and my sister are sitting there like so triggered. My sister is ready to explode. I'm like, let's just go. I just want to go back home. No. We would just be boiling. And it would be for the most ridiculous things.
It is though. Like I remember getting like cut up for having like a deeper neck during like my sister's weddings, or like half sleeves. You know when like the really small
Those
sleeves
cap
were in?
Sleeves.
For those, I remember like the smallest things people would annihilate us for. And sometimes I was just like, the reason they do that is because they can't do it themselves. And so they just feel like everyone kind of has to be in that like thing. Like everyone has to be like us or you're not a good person.
We used to also get annihilated because when our cousins would be getting married, there'd be dance practices.
Yeah.
So my sister and I love to dance.
Yeah,
so we'd like go and like participate or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like, वो दूसरों के सामने dance कर रहे थे. Oh my God. Astaghfirullah. How dare you? Right? And then my dad would call and I'm like, yeah, it's for so-and-so's mendi. And my dad's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, see, this is the problem. You don't have the whole story. You're making us look like we're God knows doing what.
Yeah.
They have the situation over your Madri Dixit style.
Holy.
We ain't doing none of that. We're literally having dance practice with the bride in the bride's bedroom trying to be like, what do you want us to do?
Is her name Chandra Mukhi? Like it's not. Okay, it's Uruje. Calm yourselves down.
Mardala.
Like, everybody needs to calm down. At the end of the day, I'm just like, I hate that stuff so much because, you know what, that person that said the cousins are like the ops, they really are. They are the ops. They're the ops. Okay. And the reason why they're like that is, honest to God, it really is, because they have a spectrum of what liberal and conservative is.
Yes.
When it comes to dressing, we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, if by chance, like, okay, like, I'm born and raised in Canada. Guys, I'm not saying this because, like, I'm like, oh, I don't love Pakistan. I freaking love Pakistan.
We love Pakistan.
I don't know why people think that, like, we don't. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so, like, it's like we've been born and raised in Pakistan. We do things in our own way, just like other people that come here from Pakistan or any other South Asian country, they do things in their own way.
Exactly.
Okay? But if it's a way that for them is considered extreme, but maybe for us it's not, immediately it's like, like,
The sirens are on.
report them.
Police
Report them.
reports are being taken.
That's what I'm saying. And so for me, I'm just like, I see things too that are wild, but, like, do you see me writing my, like, report down and being like, excuse me,
Honestly.
why did you do such and such thing? I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Honestly. But that's the thing. I feel like they're very vele.
Yeah.
Okay. And I feel like they don't have anything better to do. This is like, I think that they just think that they can't do those things. But, like, y'all, like, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Go live your life.
Also,
why are you, like, harping?
What about the cousins that only show up for, like, just events and stuff, and aage piche you have absolutely no rishta with them?
Sometimes it'd be like that.
No, for real.
I'm not gonna lie, I could be that cousin.
Yo.
But the reason I'm that cousin is for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. It's because, like, I learned very later on in my life, I learned that, you know what? I think what happens is that because we're desi, our parents will always push us to be people that are like, oh no, be the better person, like what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Be there for people, kill them with kindness, always be there. Someone invites you, always go. But when you grow up, you learn that, like, in a sense, it's not a good thing because you almost let people trample over you then too.
It's true.
Because it's like, oh, you can say whatever you want. It's okay. I'm just going to smile, grin and bear it. And I'm going to let you say what you want. But see, now I'm at a point where I'm like, no, I'm not going to grin and bear it. I wish that you would say these things to my face because I'm, like, waiting for the opportunity to have a little chit chat with you. But it's also like, why would I waste my time going to an event where I know that you have said things about me? Why would I waste my time and energy? I have so many better things I could be doing. And I'm talking better things, like I would rather sit on my couch and watch a TV show. Like, that's the truth. If you're going to give me such negative energy in my life, why the hell would I ever want to give you even a like this much of my time? You're not worth my time.
Yeah.
Sorry. And that's the thing. You know, where people are like, blood is thicker than water. Act like blood then. Act like blood.
Facts.
Don't be acting like water then. Because, like, I'm not the type. I feel like I'm not the type. And I think a lot of people actually our age now are at a point where we're just like, you know, the people that actually value you, they'll be there for you, they'll, like, support you and like be like great family. And if they're not those people, you don't need that extra baggage in your life.
Exactly.
Like, it's like dead weight that you're carrying around. So that's why I'm that cousin sometimes.
You know what? Sometimes I feel like us now, we're realizing, like, the boundaries are important. You know?
Important.
And, like, if we have drifted and you just don't see these cousins anymore, not even for Eid or whatever, it is the way it is. I think sometimes it's better to have that distance when you know how toxic the cousins can get versus, like, trying to fix and mend it.
Absolutely.
Because you know what? I feel like there comes a point in your life where you realize you can't mend it. This is just the way that person is.
That's so true.
And so am I really going to sit back and keep trying?
Yeah.
You know 100%. What I mean? And it makes me a bit sad too.
Me too.
You know, you said the quote about blood and water, and it's like family is so important and community is so important.
I agree.
How can you still stick to that community when these are the types of people that are there that are actually not in there for your interest?
100%.
They don't want your betterment. They just want the competition and the gossip. I'm not here for that.
And that's the thing, right? Like, you know what, when you say, like, it makes you sad, it makes me sad too, because I feel like I'm very much the type that's like, I just want to have a good time with people. Like, why can't you just be chill?
Why can't we just have a good time and eat some good food?
It was nice
so what do we do about the favorite cousins in the family?
The favorite cousins?
You guys have that?
I don't know.
You got a couple of cousins in there that are always the favorite. They can do no wrong.
I don't know if I have cousins like that.
Okay.
The favorites that can do no wrong.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you can have a favorite kid
maybe it's like some people are like, maybe I know what you're saying, where like sometimes people are like, oh, like look at this person, look at everything that they've done. Yeah, they're so amazing. Your kids should be like this too. That I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. And
I
we
got
just
no
like, I remember growing up, there are just a few people in our life, in our family that were just like, they were literally the untouchables. They could do whatever they want, say whatever they want, but they would always get whatever they wanted.
Why is that though? What was so untouchable about?
I don't
like. What is their
know.
personality
I
that they
don't
would?
know.
I don't know either.
The personality was not.
I think sometimes what it is like people put on this facade that they're so perfect.
Yeah.
And like maybe that's who they are, but nobody's perfect. I don't believe it. And I think sometimes people do that because like it's almost like when you have like a relationship with like parents and then there's like one child that like does everything that the parent wants them to do just because they need to earn that status of like, no, like I want my mom to love me the most.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe it's like that with the cousins too, where it's like, no, we have to do everything by the books because we just want everyone to love us.
Yeah.
But how long do you keep on the facade for?
Honestly.
My God, it's exhausting.
It's so exhausting. And it's so exhausting, like trying to be again in that competition with those cousins. Cause you know it's an uphill battle that you're never gonna win.
You're never gonna win.
Because they're always gonna win.
Yeah, that's so
So
true.
it's like, why am I continuously trying to be the better person to mend this relationship,
Absolutely.
to make this family like a unit again? For
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
I have had good memories with cousins.
I was just gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, so I am gonna twist it around a little bit.
I think we should, yeah.
Because like when we did go to Pakistan, I remember this one time my grandma went to sleep and she parked her car.
Yeah.
And one of my cousins like took the keys. We put the car in like neutral and we like pulled the car, all of us. There was like 15 of us.
My God.
We pulled the car out. We all got in the car. Mind you, the car is like a 5-seater.
Oh,
There was like 12 of us in there, like eight go deep,
all
in,
good.
doosi, go
That's how
deep.
it is.
It's all good, okay? It did not matter. Why? Because we all wanted to go to Pizza Hut at night.
Oh my God,
And
stop.
it was so fun. Guess what? My mom came with us too.
Oh my God, I love
It was so fun. And we all went to Pizza Hut. We had like this big table. And like,
Yes.
I love that culture of Pakistan where like,
that is fun.
it's so fun. And like
That's
things
fun.
are open late. The food is amazing. The
Immaculate.
vibes are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Canada, we don't have that.
I feel like, okay, so like you're saying that and I'm like, oh my God, that sounds like the best time ever.
Also, like pizza in Pakistan is elite.
it's different. It's so different. It's
The
good.
best. Everything is amazing in Pakistan.
The food is immaculate.
Yeah.
The food is on, like, that was one of the things where I was like, the food is fooding.
Oh.
Like, it's so good that I've never had food that good in my life.
It's even little things like I remember we would stop by on the streets and there'd be like a ready and he's selling ganne.
Oh my God.
my
Or the
God.
ginu.
The fresh juices.
Oh my God.
I would every day I'd be like, I want a fresh orange
I
juice.
would drink a mango milkshake every single day. And like
good.
the mango milkshake there is like, it's not normal.
No,
You
it's top tier.
It's not
tier.
normal. Even making like lemonade.
Oh, spongy.
Yeah.
Spongy.
Like it's so good. It's so good.
So good.
What's the right pronunciation for
I literally
You started laughing. I started laughing.
I couldn't hold it in. Guys, मेरा बहुत टेढ़ा हो रहा है. I can't even say it. Spongy.
It's not squangy for sure. It's
This
isn't
is
it
like-
scungebean? Isn't that what it's called?
I don't know.
Scungebean?
Woo!
Scungebean.
Guys,
My dad
that's-
used to call it scungebean, so I was like, okay,
I was just gonna stick to lemonade.
I'm just gonna call it lemonade.
Nimbu pani.
Nimbu pani.
Let's
There
call it
you go.
nimbu.
Oh my God, I'm
Wow,
dying.
guys, that was a real laugh attack.
That was so funny. But yeah, the
I'm
food
good.
is-
I'm
the
good. I'm
food-
good.
Tears in your eyes.
I know. मैं तो रो रही हूँ.
That's how good the lemonade was.
Oh,
That's how good the lemonade. No,
honestly.
but the food and the drinks over there, even if they give you like the runs for 12 days, it is so good. Like I will man up. I will take the runs. I'll take the runs for the good food. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take
Yo,
it.
You just eat and you pop an Imodium, okay?
Yo.
You're good. You're set.
You know the gold gappe on there.
I can't say no. I cannot say no.
You gotta have them.
Oh my god! You know what else I love is Hakka food in Pakistan.
I don't know if I
Their
had Hakka
like
food.
Hakka Chinese is
Unreal.
so
you know what?
good.
It's probably because like the spices, the vegetables,
Yeah.
like everything is
Even the
so
meat.
fresh. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
is. It tastes so different.
Yeah.
There's a different taste. Like we've had Pakistani food here, and there's like no. Honestly, It's like there's nothing that I'm like, this is like on par. Nothing is on par. Nothing.
Unless you make it at home, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I love how we went from cousins to like
Yo, I had to talk about that. It's because I have most of my cousin memories are in Pakistan.
I love that.
That's why I always end up like that. I don't really know what it's like to have cousins here.
So I have majority of my cousins are here.
Okay, so what's that like? Like
honestly, like so a lot of my cousins are younger than me.
Okay,
by like a year, 2 years, stuff like that.
Okay,
but I am so close to my cousins.
Oh, I love that.
I'm not even joking. Like when I say they are like the best people, they're so chill and easygoing, so fun to hang out with. We are like very different.
Okay.
Which is the crazy thing that like we're very different in our like mentalities and like mannerisms, but we get along really well. And I think one of the reasons for that is also because like the parents have such good close relationships.
I love that.
Extremely close. Like nothing. And when I tell you like everything is like over the like no one cares. You do something, it's like, okay, well, forgive and forget. It's never like I'm gonna hold on to this for the rest of my life ever. That's what I love. And they embrace, like, if somebody is different, if someone is a little bit more modern, they're still kind of like, okay, like in between the cousins, everyone is chill.
I love that.
Everyone is chill.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. And you have a really good time. Like, like we have really great memories with our cousins. So like it's always
I
nice.
wish I could have like a Friday night game night with my cousins.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's actually so much fun.
Yeah. Or like let's do a make your own pizza in someone's house or whatever. But
yeah. So like when we have like big celebrations like Eid and stuff, we do like since day one, girl.
Yeah.
We would go like camping with our cousins every single year.
I love
every
that.
single year. And like everybody would come out. So we have such amazing memories. I can't even explain it. Like amazing. Like we would all play baseball together. Like my uncles, everybody, you know, like it was crazy. And like cottage trips and this and that. So we've had amazing, amazing memories. And we always have like, we always try to keep the connection going. So we always have like davats, like cousin davats, or we'll do like a movie night. Like I hosted a movie night I think a little while ago, but it was really fun. So it's nice. It's nice to have chill cousins.
And don't you love it when like when now all of your kids are now friends?
Yeah. Well, a lot of them don't have kids.
Okay.
But the ones that do have kids, it's really nice. Some of them are not here.
Yeah.
But I still think they're so close to our kids.
I love that.
Like they're like mamus to our kids and they love our kids. Like they play with them. It's so nice. It's actually really nice to have a good bond with like nice cousins.
Yeah.
The flip side of it is like the toxic ones are like hella toxic.
I feel like there's no middle ground.
There's no
You're on an extreme end. Either you got an amazing relationship or honestly like you haven't spoken to them for like 7 years.
Ain't that the truth?
I don't think there is unless there is. Somebody share with us.
Yeah. Okay. So I have one more scenario for you.
Ooh, yes.
What do you think about the cousins that are chill, but then get married to somebody who creates the drama?
Ooh.
What do you do about that?
Okay, so let's say they
Have you
married
ever
somebody.
experienced that?
I haven't.
Okay.
But my question is it also changing the cousin now?
Yeah, I feel like those things do change.
Then I feel like I'd probably set some boundaries and keep some distance from the cousin.
See, like I feel like it would make me really sad.
It would make me so sad because especially if you have an amazing relationship with that cousin.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like you have an amazing relationship and then the relationship goes down the drain because somebody just decided to like come on into the fam and be like, I think that's the stuff that triggers me because it's like, you know, like, why you gotta be that way?
Yeah, I know.
Why can't you just be chill?
Honestly.
Why can't you just be chill?
It's kind of like, it goes back to like that conversation we had about toxic friends, but like nobody also ever talks about how sad it is when your relationship with a cousin falls through.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it always changes when you get married.
Definitely. Of course. Things are going to change no matter what. But I feel like when it's like this, where you're like, no, I need to set boundaries now. Like I can't be close with this cousin anymore. This is actually like taking a toll on my kids or my family or whatever. Then that's sad because you actually had a great relationship with this cousin.
Yeah.
You guys were actually friends at one point.
I agree with you.
You know?
It really does suck.
I would be really sad, but I think knowing myself and how I am as an adult now, I would be setting boundaries and being like, look, you married somebody that we kind of like don't really get along with. Yeah. So it is what it is. On my wedding day, my cousin gave me a gold chain that was gifted to her by my mom during her wedding.
Stop this. Did we not talk about the rules of regifting?
Yo, was there a card? Did she white out the name?
She did. Is she for real?
Honestly, also like if it's your cousin, then obviously all the moms know what they gifted each other,
right?
Like,
oh my gosh!
Imagine it's your wedding day, and your mom gifted one of your cousins a gold chain.
Okay,
And
but-
then that same cousin
But Dilo,
gifted
I'd
it
be
back.
like, okay, fine, TK, like you regifted it, but thanks for giving me gold. Like,
Yo,
I'm
but
good.
honestly, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, is this like, are you trying to say something? Did you not like
I
what my
didn't
mom
like,
gifted you?
Oh, yeah, that's probably she is saying that.
The gloves are coming off.
Or maybe she genuinely forgot. Like we're always like, you shady person. But what if they're like, yo, I actually like genuinely forgot that your mom gave me this.
I know, but when somebody gives you gold, like you literally need, like, I swear, this is what happens to me.
Okay.
If I get gifted gold by
Yeah.
anyone, my mom makes sure I tattoo that on my arm. I can't forget. Dunya idhar ki udhar ho jaye. Aruj, you know so and so gifted you gold. Don't ever forget that.
Holy shit. No, but it's actually kind of a good thing, right? Because like they do that because it's like, yo, like if somebody gives you something really nice,
Yeah.
then make sure that like when their event comes, you always go above and beyond for them too. That's why they do it.
Yeah, and it
I
makes
get
sense
that.
to me, so I
get
get that. So then how can
Oh, yes, say about that. Okay, like
how
you're
did
right.
she forget? And that's what I need to know.
I was just trying to be the
I know.
nice person. Okay, but yes, it is shady. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little bit shady, okay?
I got one more.
Okay.
My cousin showed up to my Valima wearing red and a blue wig. It wasn't even a good wig. What? Who is coming to your wedding looking like
I
that?
don't understand. Well, maybe she's like really into like changing her hair color.
Okay, but can we see
Yo,
pictures? I need to see this wig.
Like Uruje is like, she came with a blue wig, and I'm like, but maybe she just likes the color blue. Okay, maybe she just wants to change her hair.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but if you have pictures, we would love to see.
I need to see because you guys, there's nothing funnier than a bad wig.
Oh my god. I just want to know the backstory behind it. Like, what? Why was she?
But you know, there are also cousins, and again, this is me like doing like a worst case scenario, but there are also cousins who, when it's your day, like they have to just make it about them in one way or another.
Yeah.
And then it ends up ruining your event because they have to be the center of attention. So they're going to
Yeah.
show up showing like this. Or the worst is when they come to your wedding event, not dressed up at all.
Or the ones that create drama at your wedding because they weren't a part of something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't get to walk in during the Mendi entrance.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get to do this. Why was I not a part of this?
Or
That
like,
type of
you know,
stuff.
why didn't you tell me you guys got ready? You know, why would have gotten ready by the same makeup artist or whatever? I've had that.
Oh
that
my
happened.
God.
I remember it was my sister's wedding and like I went and got my hair and makeup done. No, I got somebody to come and do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got me and my mom and my pupo ready because she was staying with us for the wedding. And then a couple of our other cousins that came for the wedding, they were like, you didn't tell us. We would have. And I was like, I didn't even like know. This
Yeah,
is the,
but it's
kind of
also like chaotic for you to do that, bro. It's your sister's wedding.
yeah, and this is my problem. It's like in my mind, I genuinely did not think of that person. It's like kind of how you said it's like in the back burner. You're not
Yeah.
really thinking about.
Yeah.
But in their mind, they're probably like, "Oh, Aruj did it on purpose."
Oh my God.
Right, and so that's the part that really bothers me. It's like I was so busy with the wedding,
That's what I'm saying.
and I'm really gonna be thinking about the immediate people under this roof right now.
That's okay. So see, when I'm hearing that, I'm like, do you know how stressful a wedding is? Don't act like you don't know, right?
real.
Like it's major stress. Yeah, sorry, your job is not to cater to like the millions of people that have come to like attend the wedding. Yeah, you can do like you can be hospitable, but like I am in the middle. I'm in the trenches right now. okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to sort out my sister's wedding because she's like, you're my only sister. Do everything for me and
Yeah.
organize and help me do this and help me do that. So that's not number one priority. Like, let me make sure all of my cousins have a makeup artist.
And you know what else really bothered me? It's like, why didn't you come and tell me that that's what you were
That's
looking
the
for?
thing,
If
right?
you can have an open, honest
Communicate.
conversation, then we wouldn't have any drama.
Yeah,
be like, yo,
100%.
I want to be a part of the. Why is it so hard for cousins to ask?
It's the bad communication.
It is.
It's generationally learned. Okay. Like, kuch nahi kehna, unko bas, like they should
Unko
just
bas-
know.
yeah.
They should just know.
Should I have gotten a khab last night to tell me that this is what you want to do?
Yes, you should have. Why didn't you have a khab? That's what I want to know. Why didn't you? You're not telepathic. You're not having those telepathic dreams.
Like just
For
this is the thing.
shame.
I really hope that like the next generation of cousins could just be honest. Like if somebody's getting married, be like, yo, I want to be a part of your Mendi entrance.
Or like if you can't go to their wedding and then they get like major feelings and you're like, yo, listen, I want to come. I want to come. I just, maybe I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Maybe my schedule is too crazy. Like just have open conversations.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, like I think what happens like the older generation, they didn't want to say things because it was like, they're older, respect them. And you should, but then at the same time, it's like you also have to have good communication. Say what you need to say.
Because when you have unspoken expectations,
Yeah.
that's when people's feelings really get hurt.
Yeah. Or expectations in general. Have zero expectations.
Zero standard.
Yeah. Zero standard, zero expectation. Okay. What do you think about the cousins that talk shit about you behind your back to other cousins to change their perspective of you because maybe you have a good relationship with that cousin?
I'm going to say something. I don't know if anybody knows this phrase.
What?
That cousin is a lota party. It's like a political term. It's like hopping on the bandwagon.
Oh,
Like-
I never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you
I was about to be like, I know what a lota is, but for the ones that don't know, if you don't know what a lota is, y'all, come on now.
come on, guys, get with the times.
Get with the
Everyone's
times.
using it. It's a bidet.
It's a bidet, y'all. Come on now. We don't do these things. Not in this day and age. Cleanliness is key.
Oh, guys,
Okay.
Hina kills me.
I have my moments. Yes.
I can't with these cousins because they're just trying to make themselves seem like the good guy.
Yeah.
To make sure that they can get other cousins to like.
I feel
Go
like
against
there's
one
been
another.
I feel like it's
But
so
also,
mean.
what hurts me is like this is the cousin that you trusted. This
That's
is the
the
cousin
thing.
that you like hung out with, share secrets with, watch movies with, and then they're going around to the other cousin like just talking bad behind your
Yeah.
back.
But then watch that cousin come up to you and be like, by the way, those cousins said this about you.
Shots fired.
Whoa.
Shots fired.
It's going down. I was literally like, it's going down. I'm yelling timber. Oh God. Okay, all right. Any other cousin topics that we want to discuss?
In my mind, I'm talking about "Down" by Jay Sean. Baby, are you down, 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 down?
This one is my dad's side of the cousin always said shady things about me, like how I copied her in everything or how my family is poor and don't have manners. I'm older. For example, I got a haircut, which was a bob in February, and she did the same, but got it in March. We went to the same school, so she told everyone in the school that I copied her, and me and her don't talk at all. She even called my cousin to tell him she hates me and him. Laughing my ass off.
Yo, the copying cousins?
The cousin.
Get your own personality.
For the love of God.
Gosh,
Honestly, everything's not about you.
for real.
This relates to also those cousins that like come to your house and they're like, "Where'd you get this from? Where's this?" The I have 50 million questions. How much was your house worth?
Oh, wow.
Well, but like, yeah. So I heard that you got a new car. Those types of cousins, or the cousins that like you get something nice, and they have to one up you.
Oh.
They have to one up you. Okay,
Those
they
cousins?
cannot relax. Okay, it's like Uruje had a baby. I gotta have two.
I'm gonna have twins. I'm gonna pull out some triplets right now.
Like it's literally like that.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, like someone comes up to you and they're like, "Oh, like where did you get your outfit from?" And you're just like, "Oh, I got it from here." Oh yeah, like I've been there so many times. I've been there so many times. Yeah, but like isn't that like, you know, like you know what I'm talking
You
about.
know.
You know what I'm talking
I
about.
know,
And
girl.
sometimes you're like, why can't you just admit that someone has something nice and move on? I'm sure there's nice things that you have
Exactly.
that someone else would like as well.
Yeah.
Why is it always like, no, it has to be a competition? Like, oh, I got a nice car, so like, no, I have to get a way better car than you just show off. I don't like that stuff.
Yo,
I'm not about
that
it.
stuff really bothers me.
It triggers me so much.
It triggers me so much, especially because like you don't know how hard we work to get anything.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna come up here just to one up me. You're gonna God knows do what just so you can one up me. Mm-hmm. Get your own personality.
Get your own personality. Ain't that the truth? I feel like that, you know, like, and this is what I said this at the beginning too, where it's the vibes. It's honestly the vibes. Like it's the vibes. And honestly, like once you pick up on the vibe, you're just like, I cannot deal with you. I cannot deal with it. I've said I cannot so many times because I really can't. I can't deal with you. Okay. It's too much.
And I have to say, before we end the episode, I just
Yeah.
have to say, for all of you who have great relationships with your cousins, and Hina has, it's amazing. And I
the best
know
thing.
that there is literally like no friendship like your cousins.
There isn't.
And there were so many people who messaged us being like, oh, there's no drama. Like, they're actually my best friends. And
there were a lot like that.
thank you so much for sharing that. We love to hear it because
Yeah.
it's so nice to see that we still have so much of that in our community.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so nice to see it, but it's also like, let's keep the energy moving forward.
Yeah.
If you know you're the toxic cousin, cut that shit out. Be better, do better. If you have cousins that are doing something different, you know, like hosting a podcast, if you have cousins that are hosting a podcast, yeah, support them. Support
Thanks.
them. Because I'm sure they would support you in anything you're doing. You don't
And
have
they
to.
probably have.
Yeah. And like, you don't have to be like, oh, like, come on, man. We're so old. Like,
Yeah.
who needs this type of behavior?
Kitch bitch.
Kitch bitch. That's the term of the podcast, kitch bitch. Okay. Who needs that? Nobody needs that. So like, just be supportive, be a good cousin, be a good person, focus on your life. And just don't be that way.
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna end off at. As you guys know, we always post a question on our Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and do that today as well. We've linked everything right here. Make sure you guys subscribe. It really helps us so much. And if you're listening on Spotify, please give us that 5 stars. And again, we love your comments. Make sure you guys comment below, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.